All right, so now this is the section where we ask you some quick questions. You can give 1 or 2 word answers. We can always circle back if we need to. I know you're short on time. Kim doesn't even know these questions, but it's just going to come from me and Andrew. Now, in our research, we found out that you had 2 pro days for pro football. Okay, Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions. If you had your choice of which team to play for, who would it be?
Between those two?
Yep, just those 2.
Oh my gosh. I'd have to say Dallas.
Woo! Sorry, Keith and Andrew.
I'd have to say Dallas.
No, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but my husband's Dallas Cowboys, so that's why I asked that question.
Better spy, since you told us you're a James Bond guy. James Bond or Austin Powers?
James Bond by far.
Oh, all right. Now we also know that you play a little bit of guitar.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Favorite guitar?
What's the question?
Favorite guitar?
Oh, my favorite guitar. I actually sent you over a video, or at least Kim.
Yeah.
It's a Zion guitar. It's custom made in North Carolina. Did you know that? Custom made in North Carolina.
Did not, but what I did see in some of the videos was that you were also playing a Paul Reed Smith, which I know are very popular and very good guitars.
They're great guitars. No, they are great guitars. I was just fortunate with Zion. I did play professionally for about 2 years, and I got to get a partial guitar endorsement with Zion. So the guitar is custom built to my specs. To give you a reference point, it's sort of similar to Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein guitar, just to give people a visual.
That's amazing.
Where's your happy place?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Happy place.
These are great questions.
What are you guys asking? It depends. I mean, honestly, I think my highest joy is either when things are just right with the Lord, or certainly also with my family. When I get a chance to see my entire family with my 3 daughters and my 3 grandkids and all of that, with my wife and her family and my family. So anything related to family would certainly be my greatest happy place.
Awesome.
Okay, so in our research, we also found that you do a little blues, it's a blues style of music. So
yes.
B.B. King, Buddy Guy, or Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Oh gosh. That's like choosing between you 3. Come on. I would have to say the one that influenced me the most, though, would be B.B. King.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason being is he can make one note sound almost like an orchestra with his feel.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What's one thing about you that surprises people?
Oh my gosh.
I think we just covered that.
Well, honestly,
and
I think a lot of times when we do icebreakers, when I can tell someone I can play Eruption, and people look at me like the professor, a guy who's got his doctorate in business, like you can shred. Yeah. So anything related to shredding kind of surprises people. And also the fact that I was a blues artist for a couple of years.
Awesome.
Okay. So now you can answer this 2 different ways, and I'll give you 2 concepts here. All right. The biggest influencer in your career. Okay. It may be what you're doing now, and possibly you may have covered this with B.B. King, but as a guitar player.
Wow. Biggest influencer. I'm going to go with my career because I think it's more relevant. I'm going to say I have to answer with 3 people. First and foremost, my career would have to be these 3 people. Stephanie Morris, Shape America CEO. Mm-hmm. Tom Lowry, our executive director of Mo Shape, and Laura Beckman of Missouri Healthy Schools. If it wasn't for them and their faith and belief in me, I never would be sitting in front of you today. Sure. They have fast-tracked me to understand the minutia of our profession. And my job is just to be able the person who amplifies it or blows it up, or you'll appreciate this, Keith, who can turn the amp to 11. All right.
Yes.
So, and I say that, so they have been massive influences on me. And then the other one I would have to say would be Adam Schefter. I was very blessed last year to actually work the NFL Combine. And the NFL puts on through Sport Management Worldwide a career day. Mm-hmm. And they have a whole host of speakers throughout the entire day. And I had the opportunity to, briefly interview Adam Schefter, ESPN's, top senior insider, as he was doing a keynote on the man behind breaking news. And the 2 big takeaways I have from Adam was, number one, on breaking stories. If you're not the first, If you're going to be second, then if you're going to be second, you better add some kind of spin or value to it. Otherwise, I took it as in my world, then I got to zag if I'm going to be the second person reporting on it to create even more interest for that. And then the second thing that he said is on this. It was really simple. I had a chance to ask him this publicly in this open forum. And I said, when you're talking about, reporting the news, what advice would you have for people? And he said this. He says, you got to find out what your audience really wants.
Mm.
And so I spent a lot of time really understanding what our audience wants. I talk to our leaders very frequently. They'll tell you that. I talk to our board, some members more than others. But again, and even sometimes, on some of these national calls I'm on or groups that I work with, I'm constantly asking questions so that I can learn more and really try to, identify what that real problem is. Then what kind of solutions can we create? And then certainly amplify that campaign or that messaging or that strategy based on the kinds of things that I can do. That's why I love, locking arms with different, people or associations or organizations for that very reason, is because I feel like I can contribute and I have something of value to offer, again, to maybe who your audience is. So that's kind of, again, getting back to my why.
Well, I'm going to make a prediction here because I know we're going to say goodbye in just a few seconds. So we'll end it with this. My prediction, first, everyone's going to hear this on the Triple P, is that we're going to see and hear Guy Danhoff as keynote speaker in numerous 2021 state association conventions, or maybe even the 2022 National Shape America. And if so, Guy, not only are you going to bring your Zag, but you're also going to bring your guitar because I want to see it live. Okay,
Well,
prediction.
If he keynotes in 2022,
And
he has no choice because it's in New Orleans. So if you're a blues guy,
Done.
We
Done.
heard
I will fly my guitar with me.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I will fly my guitar with me, certainly if it's going to be in New Orleans. And just for the record, yes, Judy Lobianco and I have talked about this. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's somehow that Judy and I do a piece together. It could be as simple as Don't Stop Believing by Journey. She does a really cool acoustic rendition.
Yes.
And I could add some electric guitar parts to it. So who knows? I love your predictions. Certainly it would be very cool if it came true. But yeah, I really appreciate all the hard and great work that all three of you are doing. Continue to build the brand, continue to build your reach. I'm certainly going to help amplify your reach.
Mm-hmm.
And I just appreciate being a guest today. I will be honest, transparent. It is weird for me being on this side. I actually love being on that side. This side's a little tougher. I mean, some of these questions, like, all right, I got to think. So with that being said, again, I just really appreciate all the things that you're doing in North Carolina and continue to expand your reach and doing what you love to do, which is right here. Have some pizza and talk PE. And that's a great thing to do. So again, thank you all for this great, amazing opportunity.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Guy.
Thank you for the
We'll
great
see you later.